So when the days get short, this is what you got to do. I'm working on saw chains from this past weekend from the saw class, trying to bring them back in tune right quick. That's better. Not exactly. The 572, it's right there pretty close to what I want. The 550 right there, it's still a little bit off. That chain's about gone on that 550 though. I'm fixing that to replace it. A few more shortenings. It's gonna be done. The teeth on this wore back a good little ways, but that's better. If I had to go jump up and go cut some trees down or something real quick, they'll run, they'll work. That pile of sawdust right there, boy, it don't take but a second to make a big pile. Let's see what they got going on here. Hey man, I'm doing good.
Staying busy, I guess.
Yes, sir. So here's the other brother right here.
I'm Keith.
How you doing, Keith?
All right.
Hey man, we're coming. I'll just come over here and look at your saws, grab a few things and stuff.
I got you.
Where's brother at?
He's here. He's in the back.
Oh, he's in the back. I got you. I got you. All right. So I want to get the 545 and the 550. Y'all still got several of the 372s left?
We do. We
do.
got a few left. Sure do.
All right. So here we've got Husqvarna is pretty cool about this stuff. They've got a 550 XP Mark II, and then they've got a 545 XP Mark II. Both of these saws are a 50cc saw. This one is an XP version. This one is a non-XP version. They're both. There's not a lot of difference between these two saws, is it?
Not a whole lot.
One of the things, and you kind of correct me if I'm wrong here or whatever, but you can see the price on this one here on the XP is $619, and then on the 545, the non-XP is $549. They both got magnesium cases.
That's right.
All right. One of the biggest differences between those two saws is the porting on them, correct?
Yes.
Because the torque range is a little bit different between those two saws. Oftentimes somebody who's not running a saw, not used to running a saw all the time, an XP saw is meant to stay on top of the RPMs and run it wide the heck open.
That's right.
All right. What this 545 does is sometimes people that buy saws, they may not necessarily run them wide open like the XP needs to be run. This one right here gives you the power at a lower end on the torque end of things. So if you're wanting a 50cc saw, and I've run a 545 right here also, and very impressive saw, but if you're wanting to save a few bucks, you can do it right there between those two. But man, the 550 is that's one of my favorite saws. I mean, I love the 562 too. I mean, it's hard to beat for the weight of it, but for the weight and the power that you get, that right there is it's hard to beat.
The 550 is probably a couple thousand more RPMs than the 545. I don't know exact numbers on them, but that's going to be close. It's a lot faster running saw, the 550.
Is it? Okay. So they've got the set to where it turns out just a few more RPMs. I'm going to sit there right there where I hold it up. It'll stay up there right there. I just want to show. I mean, you can't tell the difference when you throw them over on that side right there, other than the side covers. And so I wanted to show that right there, because the air filter assemblies and everything is the same thing on them, right? Mm-hmm. I like them because of the weight of them, man. You can't beat them. I mean, you can't beat them here. And you get the X-Force bar, and that one's got a X-cut chain on it right there too. Because I can tell by the band on it right there. That's going to be the SP33G right there, ain't it? Yeah, it's SP33G. Right, but yeah, that's a great saw right there. I mean, you can run a 20-inch bar. That thing will run a 20-inch bar like it's not even on the saw. And you can fail with it. It's good to carry in the truck with you, side by side, because it's not near the size of this nor the weight of that right there.
That's always been my favorite saw. I've got a 346 XP, which was the prior version of it. And,
look at that. I'm even putting them back in the right place. There are some multiples up there. There's some 372s that are multiple, and then there's a couple of 572s. But Husqvarna makes a lot of different saws. And also what we're going to do too is not only we're going to talk about chainsaws, but we're going to get into some of the other Husqvarna products. Some of their pole saws, their hedge clippers, their trimmers, their mowers, just anything that they build, we're going to talk about them, their blowers and all. So today, I come over here, I needed me some more bar and chain oil. No joke, the X-Guard bar and chain oil, I have run a lot of chain oil in my day. That is by far my favorite oil that I have ran. Not because it's branded Husqvarna. That's some good oil. Another thing that I have not showed yet that I'm doing is I'm running the pre-mixed fuel. I have swapped to that. I get a lot of questions about the fuel, and forever I've always mixed my own using the synthetic mix right here in these bottles is what I do. I run the highest octane I can find, non-ethanol gas, and then I mix this right here with it. So the problem is that I run into the highest octane non-ethanol gas I can find where I live is 91 octane. And I knew I was probably giving up a little bit of power. So see, this is 95 octane right there, and I'm getting it. That's basically a 5-gallon jug of it, but it's 4.75, 4 3/4 gallon. But I have already done burnt through a whole thing of that. I got a little bit left, but I'm very happy. I wish I'd have went to that a long time ago. You can get it in a 5-gallon. I buy it in a 5-gallon because I burn so much. You can also get it in a 1-gallon, and you can also get it in a quart. And if you're just not running, you're running a trimmer or something like that every now and then, that's exactly what I would run. To me, it's like a racing fuel, if you would, because I mean it's got a different smell to it. But so I needed me some bars here too, just for some spares, because I got the saw classes coming up. I didn't want something to happen with a tip. This is a 24-inch 50 gauge, and that's for the 572 or 372 or 395. It'll fit all those saws right there. And then this one right here, this X-Force bar, this is for a 550, 545 saw. This is also a 50 gauge also too. I really like this bar a lot, and so I've had good luck with it. But again, I'm gonna just kind of bust up in here every now and then, and we're gonna showcase the products that are in here. Northport Power Equipment. What's the address?
3395 McFarland Boulevard,
Northport, Alabama. And then what's the phone number?
205-333-0037.
There you go. Got a lot of stuff in here, man. I'd hate to know how much inventory y'all got in here, but y'all got it. This is like an old school saw shop right here. So we'll see y'all.